Morning, everybody. Man, it is early, but that's what happens. You gotta get up early to get those flea market deals. That's right, going to the flea market today and gonna be with some awesome new peeps. More on that in a little bit, but I will catch you all later. Right now, I need to make sure that I'm not here too early. Otherwise, I don't want, I'm hoping I don't get chased off. But I see him looking for me, so I'll talk to you later. All right, so we're back. Total scores today, but we'll show that in just a minute. Did not go alone, as I said. Had some awesome guests. We got the Sprite Lovers. Hello.
This was not a fine. This was just I'm being a dork.
Yeah.
GameStop.
Yeah. Yeah, we had fun today.
Yes, it was awesome. Finally got to after how long?
Years.
Like
decades.
Yeah, a couple years. Yeah. A couple years.
Decades.
Finally hang out, do some garage sale or not garage sale.
Flea marketing.
Flea market selling.
She said
garage selling. Yeah. I just woke up like 5 minutes ago. But finally got to hit the flea market.
Yeah.
Didn't find a ton of stuff, but we had fun. That was the important part. So.
Yeah. They found some cool stuff. I found some cool stuff. We all had a good time all together. Probably the first time of many, as me and Nate were discussing.
Yes.
So
We definitely
many more in the future.
So we're gonna lock it in. This the Mega Powers right there. Double locking it in. Yep. My apologies for horrible handling. So we'll see you next time when I show off what I got. So we're back. That was actually a pretty crazy. Just the whole weekend was nuts. Hung out with Sprite Lovers early Sunday, which, by the way, I don't put that time aside that early to hang out with someone. That just goes to show you that I was really looking forward to hanging out with the Sprite Lovers. If you haven't checked out their channel, I'm gonna put a link below, obviously. If you haven't checked them out, you're doing yourself a disservice. These two are awesome. They go all over New York looking for games. They're adorable together. They always find the coolest stuff. So guys, go check out their channel. Go check out their stuff. Thanks again for having me along for the ride. We've been talking about doing this for a while. It finally just happened, and I look forward to doing it again. So now it's time to get to the good stuff. Gonna show off some comics I got first, and then we'll get to the games. So for $1, I got Batman Turning Points at a thrifty shopper. It's a 5-chapter story about Batman and Commissioner Gordon working together at the very beginning to make Gotham a more safer place. It's an interesting origin story. I haven't read through it fully, but it is pretty good so far. I'm just gonna go through these really quickly. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 9. Got 9 comics here. I think I paid $5 for them all. So we got World War Hulk After Smash #1. Robin 121 from the 2004 line. The Superior Spider-Man #11. Cloak and Dagger #8. Translucid 3 of 6. The Woods #4. Micronauts. If you're not familiar with Micronauts and you're into comics, I recommend giving this a read. It's really interesting. I almost want to say it's like futuristic X-Men on steroids, but give it a shot. Micronauts #10. Generation X and Extreme X-Men Savage Land #3. So altogether I got a 5-part book and 9 comics for about $6, which is a really good steal. I was looking for comics at the flea market Sunday morning, but my God, some of these people just don't know what they're selling. There are people pricing comic books at $2 or $3 a piece, and I'm normally not the guy to call people out on stuff like that unless they're 100% dead wrong. But there was a kid that was selling these ratty, beat-up old comics, and he was selling them for anywhere between $2 and $5 a piece. Now I go to Comic Zone, I look, and these comics are in really good condition at Comic Zone. They come in little plastic sleeves and cardboard backs so they don't fold and they stay perfectly, flat and rigid. This kid was charging $5 for these beat up comic books that had zero protection on them that were almost 20 years old. So, if you sell comics, please know what they're worth and understand value. If you don't understand value, there are so many websites to help you out. It's so frustrating. So I guess I'm gonna put a mini rant in here. The other thing is probably games. Is I'm noticing that, and it's not just Craigslist, but apparently people have lost their minds when it comes to valuing this stuff. I don't know why. Understand. I'm trying to understand why. Obviously it's money, but you're at a loss. You're at a loss out of the way because you're gonna risk flooding the market, and once it's flooded, no one's gonna want to buy anything. So, thank you to those people who make it difficult for people like me. Unfortunately, I didn't have that here, as we're gonna get into. So, quick story. While I was at the flea market with Nathan and Megan again. I don't flea market often with many people. I've gone with my wife. I've gone with some friends. It's cool when I go with my wife because she's kind of my eyes, because I'm realizing that my far away vision is not that good. It was actually kind of a shock. I might need to get glasses soon. So she spots the stuff that I miss. I go with my friends. They're either hungover or they don't know what I'm looking for. So going with Nathan and Megan was so cool because they know what they're looking for, and we're all nerds, so we all had an awesome time. If it wasn't, they got a couple things, I got some stuff. We all just had an awesome time together, looking at action figures and board games and just chatting up with a few people they knew. It was just a fun time, man, and it's an adventure. If you're not having fun doing it, you're doing it wrong. So anyway, we're at this vendor, me, Nathan, and Megan, and this lady who I know she oversells her games. And he pointed out a SpongeBob game, and he says, oh, the one I can't seem to find was Battle for Bikini Bottom. The one he was looking at was like SpongeBob the movie, the game. Well, the following day, I went to a thrifty shopper, and I managed to find Battle for Bikini Bottom on GameCube for $3. So, it's over there now. Nathan, that'll be yours in an upcoming trade, as well as something else we were talking about. Probably leave that for camera. So for $3, got that. It was originally marked at $5.99, but I always ask. If you see something that doesn't look like it's marked right, always ask. And they said, no, we're gonna charge $2.99 for it. Cool. And then for $1, I got this official Nintendo Yoshi plushie with the unzippable shell on the back. I'm curious as to what you would hide in there. I'm assuming this was made for children. I don't know, probably like hide change, or maybe put this under the pillow, and the Mario Tooth Fairy comes along and Yoshi makes sure she gets it. Maybe it's a marathon of sorts and he's handing off the baton. Or maybe it was just a really stupid idea and yet so very I love Yoshi. I have a Japanese Yoshi over there. I love Yoshi. There's something about that little bastard. But got that for $1, so both the game and the Yoshi, and I dropped both. Butterfingers all day. All day. So, also from Thrifty Shopper, I got these 4 PS2 games, paid $9 for all 4 of them. And they were Star Wars Battlefront Greatest Hits Edition. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge Battlefront person. I like the second one more than the first one, but for $1.50, I'm not going to complain. Spy Hunter, Biathlon 2008, and the only reason why I got this was because I don't really see these kind of games often, and I don't know why. I guess I'm a sucker for these types of like Olympic style games, and this is Winter Olympics, which is my favorite one. And Burnout Revenge, which was a very cool coincidence because I got this unassuming I didn't already have it. I thought this would be extra, and it wasn't. I replaced my old copy, traded to my brother. So $9 for all those, and $4 for the Yoshi and the Battle for Bikini Bottom game. So pretty good stuff there. stopped at GameStop. They aren't doing their 4 for $20, which is fine, but I'm still stocking up on my PS3 collection. So I got a couple PS3 games, and I got a 360 game, which I could not pass up. I had to get this. I played it before. It was so good. So for about 20 bucks, which I think is a pretty fair price for all these, for 20 bucks, I got a copy of Infamous 2. I still have yet to play the first Infamous. Everyone keeps telling me, oh, you gotta do it, Let me do it at my own pace. I'll get to it. Pandora, what is the matter with you? She's like completely on her back, all 4 legs, just... Moving on. Call of Duty Ghosts. I'm not gonna lie, I am a Call of Duty guy. I have not played Ghosts or Advanced Warfare. I like the Call of Duty series. I like the bonus levels. When I mean bonus levels, like with Call of the Black Ops. I like zombie mode. I did think the mode they had in here was pretty good, even though it wasn't zombies. But pretty psyched to get that. But the one game I was absolutely psyched to get, and I'm so happy I did, and that was Dungeon Siege 3 on the Xbox 360. This is a hidden gem, if there ever was one. If you have not played this game and you like dungeon crawlers like Baldur's Gate, Diablo, Champions of North, if you like those types of games, get this game. It is an amazing game. I don't want to say it's terribly obscure. I'd say this is about I'd say it's about between $7 and $10, depending on where you go. I never see this out in the wild, so I knew if I wasn't going to get it there, I probably was not going to find it. So $20 for all 3 of those games, which is I'll pay that every day of the week. And then finally, the last game I found on my own. I went to J Street Games at Destiny Mall. If you live in Syracuse, you know what J Street Games is. Cool little place. I wasn't a huge fan of the selection. I think the games in the case were a little overpriced. But with that being said, they do offer a lot of deals. Buy one, get one on Xbox and PlayStation 2 games. And even for sports and rhythm games, I'll probably end up going back and getting that. I did get some comics from there. I don't have them here. I think they're JLA 44 and 45. It's a pretty big series to collect. I'm trying to find them, so if you have any and you need to get rid of them, let me know. But for $5, I did manage to find this little gem, and that's Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I was told not to play this until you play all the other ones. I plan on doing that because this looks awesome, and Raiden is probably one of my favorite Metal Gear characters next to Snake. So that was everything I found up to going to the flea market with the Sprite Lovers, and all this stuff here was everything that I had found while with the Sprite Lovers that Sunday. And I guess we'll go in order of everything that I found. Try to get it all in order. Alright. I don't want to give out what he got. He'll show it in his video. I'm sorry. You ever get distracted by when one of your pets does something too adorable? Yeah, now she's holding herself while she's lying on her back. It's the feels. Moving on. Sorry, guys. Oh my god. I'm losing it. It's getting late. I walked past a vendor I usually do good business with at the flea market. I hadn't been there in months. Big stretches, sweetheart. There you go. Anyway, he had a copy of Final Fantasy IX Greatest Hits Edition. The game is in pretty good condition. It doesn't have the manual. I think I have an extra one floating around here, but for $4, I am not going to pass this up. Yeah, for $4, I'm not going to pass that up. So, very happy to get that. And as we're moving along, we go past another vendor, and he had a bunch of games for marked around around $5 each. And Nathan pointed out a PS1 game that he didn't want, and I said, oh, I'll take it. And that for $2, it was a copy of Bust a Move 99. I love this series. Screw Tetris. It's all about Bust a Move. If you're not familiar with this game, if you played Snood, you played it. If it's pretty much the same idea. The little arrow that shoots the different colored orbs, and you got to match up, I think, at least 3 or 4, and then then the rest drop. So, awesome puzzle game. If you have not played them, I recommend start playing them. And also from the same guy who I got the Final Fantasy IX from, I also got a copy of PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale for the PS3. Got that for $5. So for under $10 to get these two games together, that's a pretty good deal. This game at GameStop goes for about $7-8. This game goes for about 15, depending on where you go. So I'll be honest and say about $22. I paid only $9. That's pretty freaking good to me. So done good there. What else? Stopped at another vendor and I just got a couple random games of stuff I've never heard of, but for $6 combined for both of these games, and I think they were both marked at around $10 altogether. It was pretty good. I got the Legion of Excalibur on PlayStation 2, which again looks like another dungeon crawler. So I'm look forward to getting rid of that. Check this out. This is the selling point on this. Take on the role of King Arthur as you wield Excalibur in a heroic crusade to recruit the Knights of the Round Table and restore glory to the Kingdom of Camelot. I'm ready to fight off some evil demons right now. Let's do this. So got that, and I also got a Wii game called Obscure: The Aftermath, which looks like a really interesting survival horror game. Very survival horror, Silent Hill-ish. There we go. So they were marked at around $9 or $10 for both of them. I got both of these for $6. Pretty good deal. And as we left, the last game I ended up getting was from someone who was a reseller. He was selling really, really nice box N64 games. Unfortunately, they were a little out of my price range. I would have loved to pick up a boxed Mario Golf, but I'm not going to pay $40 for it. But he did have a copy of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for Wii, non-Player's Choice Edition. Had it marked at 10, got it for $7. Now the disc has got some fingerprints on it, but fingerprints come off pretty easily. I'm really excited to finally get this game back in my collection. I had to get rid. I sold it a while back, and I got it again, and I'm super excited. So then we were done. Ended up hanging out at the Sprite Lovers' home. Got to play with their puppy dog Argo, and we were going out on an expedition. He was doing. He was gonna be picking up some games, and he asked to go in, so I went with. So we stopped at Five Below, and while we were there, I'm checking the wall for games because you never know. And I found for $5 a copy of Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extend. I've never played anything from this series, but a $5 sealed brand new Blaze Blue game, I'd say that's a pretty good deal. I'm been trying to get more into fighters lately, even though I really suck at them. But $5 for this, that's awesome. And the last, I don't know if it was and probably one of the coolest deals I got of the day, the last game I'm going to show here. We went to an estate sale. I had never been to an estate sale. Nathan wanted to get something there, and we're getting ready to go. And he goes, hey, they got some games upstairs. And I came across some games that were marked a little on the high side, a little more than what I wanted to pay. And the guy there who was selling the game says he's willing to make a deal on everything. And Nathan pointed out that this one particular game was actually sealed. It was marked at $20. And I'm like, I'll make a go on it. So I took the game and I asked him, what's the best you could do on this? He says $12. So for $12, I got a factory sealed, mint condition, never seen the light of day version of Donkey Kong Country Returns. I'm currently borrowing a copy from a friend. I love the game. It's Donkey Kong Country on the Wii. Sealed, clean plastic. Can't beat that. $12. So, got all of that good stuff here. Had an awesome time with the Sprite Lovers. Again, If you're not subbed to the channel, go and check out their channel. They are awesome. I look forward to hanging out with them again. Nathan, I'm looking forward to completing that trade, hopefully soon. Until next time, which probably be in a couple weeks, getting back to normal work schedule again. I definitely have plenty here to keep me busy, both comics. Let me just show you. Let me just show you. All that. Comics, video games, all that in here, all that in the back. Dude, just enough to keep me busy for a while, you know? So I'll probably have a new video out within the next couple of weeks. It's going to depend on whether or not I find stuff. Garage sale season might be coming down to its coming to a close. The weather's finally starting to break. So I'm really hoping to get out within the next month and hit up some garage sales and get some good stuff. Until next time, I will all see you later, and I will leave you with this adorable shot that has been bugging me ever since ever since I started filming. How you doing? Got anything to say? Huh? Huh? Nothing? Nothing. Alright guys, I'll see you later.